We live.
We live.
Live on Facebook.
Live
Live on
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Look at you, YouTube, Facebook. What's up? Let's give it up. I'm excited how this YouTube live is gonna work.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
so happy we have enough subscribers to be able to go live.
Me too. I'm
Look at us.
excited.
Look at us go. Now, here you go. Yeah. Uh, we're just letting a couple people join in. If anybody gonna join in, join in. Just look at you, kid. And you too over there. This is the first time we double camera mixing.
Right, right,
We
right.
just said we're gonna try this out.
We're gonna see how it goes.
It's gonna work. Um, shit. So let's start the show.
Start the show.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
Welcome to the good life.
I'm John Boy Matthew Stigoff.
I'm
I got my
Miss BJ, the
partner over here.
producer.
Yeah. Welcome to the good Miss B. This DJ. This DJ. Welcome to the good life. You're welcome. Oh, we got some announcements to make tonight. Oh, welcome to the good life. Up in the sky. Yeah, let's cut that off before we get flagged for something.
Right.
I ran a little bit too long. I didn't mean to run it that long.
And we do not own the rights to any of this music.
Nope, not even a little bit. But I'm John Boy Method Stigoff, and I'm sitting here with my partner in crime,
Miss BJ, the producer.
Miss BJ. She get down. Miss BJ. She get down. Let's get to steady sipping right now. What are we sipping on today?
So,
Uh-huh.
our drink today is provided by Haleigh Jones, owner of Chucktown Nutrition, located at 8600 Dorchester Road, North Charleston, 29420 North Chuck in the house.
Chucktown.
So what we have today, hold that.
Actually,
This is a hydrating mega tea with additional or added electrolytes and B12. The flavors are passion fruit, pina colada, strawberry. It also includes a liftoff packet, which is additional energy via extra B
Liftoff?
vitamins. Liftoff.
okay, what's that? That
It has extra B vitamins and natural caffeine.
blast off, pow! You on top of the world. You don't even know what to do with yourself. You drink two of these bitches. I
Right,
bet.
you'll be like, all right, let's
Oh.
pour it up, pour it up.
Okay, I really don't know what the camera to look at. So
I
yeah,
know.
this is the first time we're doing this, but let's go.
And let go.
You hold the glass for you.
Come on.
And what do you say is in this?
Passion fruit, pina colada, strawberry, B12 vitamins, extra B vitamins, natural caffeine, electrolyte.
A whole bunch.
It's a mega tea.
It's a whole bunch.
Right. And you can find this again at Chucktown Nutrition, 8600 Dorchester Road, North Charleston.
North Charleston, South Carolina.
Shout out to Haleigh Jones.
Shout out Haleigh Jones.
We're actually in her garage right now.
We're at the Joneses right now.
Right.
We keeping up with the Joneses.
The Jones Lounge.
We're at the Jones Lounge. I should turn around, but no, it's a bar and a lounge right here in the garage. It's set up pretty dope. I like this
is.
spot right here.
I'm inspired.
You can
You
get
know, because I have a garage now, and I'm inspired.
but this is so cool. You can get drunk watching the game at the bar and fall asleep right here in this lounge. Leather couch. Let's stop it, Joneses.
All right. Cheers.
Pal bitches. Mm.
Mm. I'm getting the passion fruit. There's the pina colada.
If you like pina colada, if you like pina salada.
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, either. Mine make me sick. That's why I beat him sometimes. He
What's
piss
the
me
thing
off.
say? No, the fellas be saying, the youth be saying, no homo. Or pause
No diddy.
or whatever. No diddy. That's it.
Okay. Let me take another drink.
Because this is really good.
Ah,
Thank you, Haleigh. You came through with this one.
yeah. You almost dropped the ball, but you know what? You made up for it. But you know what? It's missing something.
What?
It's missing something. It's missing a spice of life. Wait a minute.
Well, you go ahead and you spice yours up. I'm gonna have mine just like he come.
It needs some spice of life. Let's see what it do like this.
Splash.
Just a splash. That's a splash, right? We can call it splash.
That's a splash.
A split splash.
But that's good though.
Okay, let me try it like this.
And these cute little knob
Hold
cream
on.
glasses.
Try
It took us a minute to find something that matched.
Yeah, this the Knob Creek. No, again.
You know, it's maturing up in here, so a lot of plasticware and Stanley cups.
Oh wow, that's even better. Wait a minute, I want to make it better than that.
He's not going for a split splash. He's just gonna take a deep dive. And do you want the rest of this? Wow. You looking like a whole lush up in the joint. Well, it is Steady Sippin TV.
Steady Sippin TV, baby.
It is Steady
Power
Sippin
bitches.
TV.
Let's
So
go
there's
for it.
that.
Okay.
So what are we talking about today, bro?
No, that's good. Yeah. Oh, let's get the topic at hand.
Did you bring any notes?
No, I don't need
just
those. We got that
freestyling it.
chemistry right there.
We just freestyling it.
What we're gonna talk about today is there's a spinoff for Steady Sippin TV. Yes.
Oh, we starting off with that?
Yeah, we started off with that. It's a
Okay.
spinoff for Steady Sippin TV. It's called TheBSpot.
TheBSpot. The spot
Yes.
where everybody wants to
Yes,
be.
TheBSpot.
TheBSpot.
So you can start your own channel, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving it. So what are your channel gonna be about?
That has yet to be seen. I just had a feeling, a notion, an unction that I wanted to not separate, but branch off from Steady Sippin TV.
And it's probably be sort of the same without the alcohol beverages,
Right.
and you'll probably spin off into some I suspect some Christian topics.
Content.
Yes,
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll
Yeah.
be some Christian content.
That's right up your alleyway.
It is.
So you just did a podcast by yourself.
I did. I did my first.
The first one.
It has yet to be. That's also going to bring us to what we're talking about today: the ups, downs, the highs, and lows of starting
A podcast.
a podcast. Not just starting a podcast, but running a podcast, producing a podcast, so,
Editing a podcast.
editing a podcast. So let me just dive into it.
And you need a team.
Yeah.
First of all, there's no such thing you could do any of this by yourself. You need a team. It's people that have skills stronger than yours. If you think I'm gonna just do all this by myself, you got a lot on your plate, buddy.
Yeah.
So get your team, build a team, and your podcast will grow. So how was that your first podcast by yourself?
So my very first podcast was supposed to be in October initially. I was going to shoot the pod in October, give me plenty of time to edit it and drop it for Veterans Day, because shout out to Robert Carter, who was my first interviewee. My
Shout
first
out Rob.
guest.
Shout out Big Rob.
Robert Carter. He is a military veteran from the Marines as well as the Army. Great conversation. We finally did the interview, had a great conversation.
Can you give us any little spoilers there?
I might get to that in a second, but let me
Okay,
tell you about
okay,
the ups
do
and downs,
you,
the
do.
highs and lows.
Oh, that's we gonna go straight to the ups and downs, the highs, lows.
Bruh.
Okay. Well,
So-
since we talking about how was your first podcast by yourself, would you like to expound,
Okay, so I'm gonna get to that.
elaborate?
Yeah, hit break. So
Yes,
it's supposed to happen in October, and one of the things you deal with having a podcast is equipment. Like, you got to make sure your equipment is right. Weekend came, it was time to make that trip to Virginia to go ahead and do it. Equipment don't work. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna free fly it. I'm gonna use the sound off the phone, but had another curveball. We ended up not doing it. Took a whole nother trip last weekend to Virginia to finally do the interview. Interview was going great, superb. Although, again, technical difficulties. My microphones wasn't working. Amazon, when you gonna send me my replacement mics? Like, I'm still waiting. Still waiting for
Hold
replacement
on.
mics.
It's coming. Hold
I
on.
guess I ain't got no choice but to hold on. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we working off of one microphone. Sound was good. Sound was great. In the middle of the interview, the microphone decided to mute itself. So there's a whole segment there with no sound. So now, before I can even put my first episode out, there's got to be a re-recording. Still got to do the editing. It's making me think, is this really what I want to do? Is this really what I want to do?
Well,
But again, shout out to Robert Carter. It was an amazing
Well,
interview.
from what I seen, the raw footage before editing, you did a really good job.
Thank you.
It's just like you saying the equipment. Uh, I do it better than Santa Claus. I check it twice, 3 times, 4 times. I don't know how many times we check this before we finally say, okay, we're gonna go on now.
Right.
Because you have some bugs and some things. Right before we went on, I switched microphones.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that clicking noise?
Right. But we got it
Samo,
now.
Triple OG Samo, what's up? Thanks for checking me out, yo. I'm just giving shout out to
That's
Facebook
what's up.
Live
Hey,
right there.
I can't even with my glasses. I can't see that far.
Okay,
But
what's
you know
up,
what?
Mike? Mike Lambert on this joint. I can't see. I can't see everybody on there. It's too far. But hey, appreciate everybody for watching. So yeah, those are some of the ups and downs.
Yeah. And that ain't the first time we've encountered issues.
Oh no, it isn't.
But I mean, it's a working process, and you just gotta have patience. Right now, I'm working with Clipchamp as like my editing platform that I'm using. But if anybody has any advice for editing tools, platforms, resources, please put them in the chat.
True that. I'm gonna start working on editing tonight. I brought my laptop over in case you didn't come back to the house or whatever
Yeah.
to help me work on that because I gotta get that down pat because I definitely want to go back to some of the videos we already made
And chop them up.
and chop those up. I had quite a few people telling me, it's like, hey man, your energy is so long.
Hmm.
Clip them up for me. And did you see what I sent you on Vlad
Yes.
when he was talking about that for 1 million views he would get like $100 or something like that, and then he learned that okay to clip it up
Hmm.
so he get like $100+ or whatever he gets on each clip and then release the whole interview and then get money off the whole interview. I was like,
Right.
that's what we need to start doing right now. And the way you have it set up where you actually did it in segments when you went and
Yeah, that's
interviewed
actually kind of perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So that's already ready to be clipped right there.
But you know how
Look how you did it! Look how you did it! Yeah, Power Bitches, Rocky J, and all
really,
that.
because it is the interview when it finally comes out, you'll see that it's in 3 segments. The first segment was basically, military life, how did you get started? What made you decide this what you want to do? And then Robert has this amazing office set up with all kinds of plaques and certificates and pictures and all of his children have served in the military. And that's the part where it cut out. And that is something that's right.
Yeah, give it up, give it up.
So in the middle of touring his office, when it is when the sound cut out. Then we sat back down, and John Boy sent in some really good, thought-provoking questions for Robert, like life after the military and such. So it is broken down into 3 segments and would be perfect. But as I just got in my head, we're gonna chop and screw.
But thanks for recognizing that, sending some really thought-provoking
You did.
questions. And that's because so much time I have in interviewing people.
Hmm.
Like I thought that, okay, yeah, I have all the answers, all the questions. They're gonna have the perfect answers, but sometimes you really have to pull something from someone.
Right.
And if someone is trying to go in a different direction, you're not trying to go into. You have to be able to have the skills to pull them into your direction
Hmm.
without being seen too rude or pushy, persistent, or whatever.
Right.
But I gently just take the interview and bob and weave and go in the direction that I would like to go because some people usually let them go and they will just go.
Yeah.
And you're like, how we get here?
Right.
The top interview for this year, Brandy.
Shout out, Brandy.
Shout out Brandy.
I don't know.
Here you go. Shout out Brandy.
Brandy was on. When was
Brandy
that?
Murphy to be exact. You
Brandy
check her
Bailey
on
Murphy.
Bailey. Brandy Bailey. You can check her on Facebook. She also has a Facebook page called
Big
Big Steppers. Oh boy, that gin is hitting me right now. Yeah, Big Steppers. Let's give it up for Big Steppers.
That's amazing that she would use our platform to give her testimony, and it would be one of the biggest interviews that we had this year.
Oh
That's
yeah, it
amazing.
was
That's
awesome.
God is amazing.
It was awesome. And like I said about interviewing, that you can ask questions and go any way you want to go to pull the guest this way or that way. And the first interview I was going to do, I was going to go all savage mode and just like, I don't know, it wouldn't have been as good as the second one.
Hmm.
I had to be in mind for, because I wanted all the tea to be out there.
Yeah.
but I had to be mindful of what's going to happen after that video is released. So it's a good video, a good interview. But again, I was mindful of the questions that I was going to ask. And some things that didn't want to ask, that she just came out and put it out there
But you know what
herself.
that is?
And that was so cool.
That's growth. That's growth in you as an interviewer and a host to be mindful of your guests and things to ask and not to ask. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about the views. You got to be mindful of your guests. And that's how I was with my interview with Robert as well. Is there's certain things you just don't ask of that. So I had to do my research and I had to make sure that I stayed within my lane and didn't swerve off because there's just things you just don't do.
You know what? You got a head up, a leg up above anyone else that's going to just step into it because you've been learning on the way traveling with myself, and you picked up interview skills. You probably had them already, but just seeing what I'm doing and how I'm conducting the interviews, and
Hmm.
right now I'm just going to roll because we have such a chemistry that I didn't feel like we need to write anything. We always going to talk
Right.
about real stuff, but usually, well, every time I have a guest on, I make sure I write the show out first.
Hmm.
That's the most important thing, is to write out a great show. You don't want to have any pause or any uncomfortable silence or whatever.
Right.
Go to the next question. If you start to stutter step on something, like, okay, well, okay, let's flip it the question this way. You can have the same question and flip it three different kind of ways.
Hmm.
Just like DJing. Whenever I DJ a party or anything like that, I know if I play three records, those three records gonna tell me what you like, and I just run that way.
Right. You got to know your crowd.
I just run that way. If I can't get you in 3 to 5 records, then I'm lost, and I'm not gonna be lost. I'm gonna figure it out anywhere it goes, though. So yeah, this is awesome. This YouTube live. I can't wait to see how this
Before
goes.
before Brandy's interview, what was our highest rated interview? I think I know what it is, but I'm wondering.
Colombo.
Was it? I think that might have been our highest rated interview before.
I think it might be Colombo.
Hmm.
Yeah, which one you thinking about?
West Cash.
Oh
West Cash.
yeah,
That
oh
was a
yeah,
great
oh
interview.
yeah. The West
Yeah,
Cash interview.
that was a great
If
that
anybody
one.
catch that
Shout
one,
out.
shout out West Cash. Let's get another one.
Woo!
Woo! If you haven't checked out that West Cash interview, you really need to check it out because he was talking about some real shit, man.
Yeah,
I
that was for
mean,
Pride Month.
it was yeah, it was for Pride Month, and he was just speaking real, and that's what I love so much about it. The questions I asked, he had no problem just spitting
Hmm.
out, and there was questions that I had that he brought the subject on himself.
Hmm.
The whole topic was about blah blah blah, which I'm not gonna give it away. Go watch the video.
Right.
Pride Month, West Cast, John Boy, Memphis Cigar. But I was like, oh wow, this is so real. Because these questions I wanted to ask you, but I really
Hmm.
know how to approach you. Then, like I said, I don't really want to push. Sometimes I will. I just
Hmm.
know how hard to push or which way to
Or who
go
to
with it.
push.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the Byron video. Buck's video was good.
Yeah, Buck's interview was
Yeah,
good.
Buck's interview
Yeah,
was
that
really
was a good
good.
one. That held the top spot for a minute.
No,
We
but
kind of like doing a little recap
hey, but
here.
that's what was my plan anyway.
Okay.
You felt like our chemistry. You fell right into
Fell
it,
right in line.
like we talked about it because I already had it on mind. We're gonna do a recap because it's the end of the year.
The only thing I thought we was talking about is
Okay,
ups,
what
downs, and highs and lows, but
I have a
recap.
favorite. I have a favorite. What is your favorite?
I know what you gonna say. Ice pop,
Ice pop.
ice pop.
That was my
Listen,
favorite. My
pause.
absolutely favorite ice
If
pop.
you, I can't pull it up right now. But if you Google Steady Sippin TV, it mentions the ice pop interview. It does, and I think that is so awesome. One day I was sitting at home and I was just like, let me Google Steady Sippin TV and see what comes up. And there's a whole little description, and it mentions the ice pop interview. I just think that shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
We on the Googles.
Oh man! And the ice pop video was so funny. I mean, it was funny as hell. It was straight comedy. And you
Listen,
know what I loved about it the most is when I told you about I wanted to play a character. You was like, John boy, you already tried the comedy and stuff like that. I didn't feel a comedy. I just didn't really push it like that. He's like, I don't know about this. I'm like, trust me, it's gonna be great.
and you know what was so great?
You did not know what to expect.
I ain't know nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. So all of my reactions and my laughs and that's all genuine. I had no idea what we were doing. Nothing. I
I,
just Came and sat down.
I just said, Sissy, it's gonna be cool. You're gonna enjoy this. Watch this. She didn't know how I was gonna look, how I was dressed, or
We were kind of
nothing.
matching.
Yeah. I just wrote out, like I said, I write a show every time. So I wrote out a show uh and just handed to her.
Hmm.
Didn't know what to expect. So as she asking these questions and I come out as ice popping character and sit down, first of all, she comes out like, okay, ice pop. Okay, all right. And then the questions, she didn't know what to expect out of the answers. She was like, in real time, this is fucking
It
hysterical.
was hilarious. It was one of the best interviews we did.
Oh man.
Listen, another interview we
Okay,
did.
what's that?
This was probably the last time that I drank on camera because I don't drink no more.
Oh, you talking about yours?
Shout out, best friend. We got towed up in that interview, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun. By the end, we was like, best friend, I love you. It was
Um,
great. It was great.
and I learned from interviewing. There's some questions I probably shouldn't have asked, or I probably should have responded to the questions or the answers a little bit different. But hey, we've been bust up.
Yeah.
We drank 2 bottles of wine. We drinking something before that.
Yeah.
And she's like, "That's cheap wine." I'm like, "Ain't no cheap wine.
We was dressed in our Black History gear. You know, we had on
This ain't no cheap wine." I said, "That's cheap wine. This ain't no cheap wine. This shit got you bent."
right.
Some of the questions that you asked a lot of great questions, but I was supposed to just be producing the show, and I just couldn't help myself. I was like,
Mhm.
"Hey, I gotta ask this question. I got a question."
Yeah.
Okay, John, well, come ask your question. You might have to take a
I
pee
took a
break
bathroom
because
break. Yeah, I took a bathroom break.
And I sat down and took the mic for a while. I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta ask these questions. But that was like every single one. I can't think of one that. Yeah, there's one that flopped,
Which one was that?
and I didn't put it out. Green.
Oh. Shout out Aloysius.
Shout out
We might
Aloysius.
need a do-over. Possibly, maybe.
Yeah,
We might just leave that
he
one
can ask
alone.
me one, but one thing I have been thinking about. Hold up, but I didn't release that one before I get to what I've been thinking about.
Mm.
I didn't release that one because we had really, really great conversations.
Off camera.
But when the camera came on, he got camera shy. And I'm like, "Hey man, this is Anthony Aloysius Green. How you doing? Where you from?" He's like, "Here." "What do you mean here?" "I'm from here. What are you talking about?" "Okay, how was your time in the military?" "I was in the military, all right." I was like, "Okay, this ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that
work."
doesn't make for good views.
No, it wasn't. But he said he'd like to do another one. And what I was thinking about is having Robert and Anthony on the show
Hmm.
at the same time. Both of them was in the same war.
Were they?
Yeah, they both was in Desert Storm.
Okay.
They both was in the Marines.
Right.
Yeah, so that's one
Although
thing.
Robert was only in the Marines for 4 years, I think the most of his service was in the Army.
I think Green was only in there for 4 years.
Okay, I wonder if they was in the same time, if they was in the same war.
That's what I'm
That would
talking
be a
about.
great. And
Yes.
come on to the BSpot.
You can bring it to the B-Spot?
I'm gonna run that thing back in the BSpot.
Okay, then you got to come.
Uh,
You got to come to Chucktown though.
Robert will have to come to Chucktown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't take over your idea. But that's what you.
That's a great idea, right?
It is a great idea.
And he said, "Hey, I didn't." Green was like, "John, I didn't really know what to expect. Now I know what to expect. I could conduct a better interview." I was like, "Okay, man.
Yeah,
Well,
because
well,
Robert did. I digress.
go
I'm gonna
ahead."
back up because Robert did say at the end of the interview that he really wanted to come to Charleston and do a second interview with you and chop it up and steady Sippin TV. So y'all have some drinks and you know what I'm saying, really talk about some stuff.
Robert,
I was keeping it.
come to the Chuck. Get on Steady Sippin TV. You did the B-Spot. So come to Steady Sippin TV. You hear what I'm talking about. You hear my idea. My homeboys, we born in the same place, South Jersey, Burlington County Memorial Hospital, you know, out in Mount Holly. Come check us out, man. You guys are both in Desert Storm. He was in the Marines also. I think he only did 4 years. But still, I know you guys probably have a lot of stories to tell back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? A lot of people would like to hear these stories. Nobody really interviews veterans like that.
Right.
They pass a veteran by, or they'll just politely say, "Thank you for your service."
Mm-hmm.
But to actually sit down with them and want to know what they experienced, what their experience were, how was it coming out of the military, what was it like before going into the military, How'd you deal with it in boot camp? Was it sometimes you was going to say, I can't do this. No, I want to quit. But you knew you couldn't quit. Yeah.
One thing I found, and just giving some little nuggets or whatever, one thing I found really, really interesting about our interview is you had asked about veterans to get reacclimated to society. He
Yes.
called this something else. I can't think of the name
Yeah.
of the word he used.
Reintroduced to, I can't
Something.
remember. Yeah.
But when they, coming back into society after going to war, and I didn't realize that there is so much or so many resources, not just for the veterans, but for their families, for their spouses.
Right. I like that part.
Yeah, he's like, you can't just expect your husband to come back home and be who he was before he left. He needs to rest. He needs to rejuvenate. He needs to relax. He needs to get back in the flow of home life.
I didn't know.
So
I didn't know anything about that.
me either. And I didn't know there were resources for the spouses either, where they teach
Yes.
the spouse, hey, when he comes home, you
Give us
need
some
to
time.
give it some time.
And you don't come in there barging in and talking about, I just came off a tour. This is my house.
Right.
Nothing like that. No,
Right.
no,
Because
no.
that woman been
She,
handling it and holding
she's
it
been
down the
doing
whole
her
time you've
thing.
been gone.
She's been doing her thing the whole time.
Right.
Everybody has a system. Everybody has a routine now. You just can't come there and disrupt that system and routine. You have to just gel back into it.
Right.
And it'll come over time, is from what
Right.
I'm hearing, though. You know what? I think this is pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how the doubles come out. I hope everybody can hear us. Can everybody hear us? I can hear us. So I
I can
hope it
hear it
works,
too.
man.
I'm hoping it's working too.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Murmur Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I would like to went home to Virginia for Christmas, but I can, but I really can't. I can, but I can't. So I'm gonna make time to go there in the summertime.
No, that's the best time to go anyway.
Yes, yeah,
Summertime.
yeah. I'm gonna be wanting to be outside. It's gonna be too cold. And you know what I want to do?
What?
I want to bring all my equipment there,
And set it up again.
my podcast equipment and my DJ
That
equipment.
was a great episode too.
I want to set my podcast equipment up and my DJ equipment up, like a rock a 4th of July party,
Mm-hmm.
because my DJ equipment is on point now.
Mm-hmm.
And the podcast equipment, maybe I'll get another sound card, whatever. Sounds like I need a new mic, but okay.
Maybe.
I have then.
Speaking of upstairs highs lows, that right there was some hard editing. Now the interview you did with Baby Jane, that was my first hardest one because I had to really piece it together. Like we moved whole segments from this minute to bring it forward, and some stuff that was here we brought it back. Well, I brought it back. That was hard. But this interview with the family for the 4th of July, that was a lot of, because it was set up outside. There was moments where nobody was really saying nothing on the mic.
Nothing was scripted.
Right.
Nothing was scripted.
It was all freestyle.
It was just family fun. I wanted to highlight our family. And at first, nobody wanted to sit down beside for Nook. But then after a while, people started sitting down.
Mhm.
And when they put the headphones on and heard themselves through the mic, it was like, oh, I like this.
One thing, shout out to Naya.
Shout out, Naya.
When I made the little video telling the family to log on and check it out, I left you out, Niecy or cousin Boo. I left you out. So my bad.
I'll be back this summer. Maybe.
And we're gonna do it again. Make sure you sit down with Homeboy again this summer.
You know what? Work on your own segment. I plan to be there 4th of July, so Naya, write something down, work on your own segment so you could have, I don't know, 5 minutes of just your own segment, already scripted, ready to go. And you know what? This is a monumental event right now.
Is it?
Yes.
What is it?
I'm looking at my Facebook Live and somebody sent me a star.
We got a star.
Never happened.
It's the shining star.
No matter who you are, shining bright to see what you truly mean. Shining star for you to see what your life could truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life could truly be. And yo, we're gonna end it with that right there.
Yeah, that's a great ending.
You got the BSpot coming up.
Yes.
I'm John Boy Mapper Stigo.
I'm Miss BJ, the producer.
This is Steady Sippin TV going into the BSpot, and we out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace. I think